Hello and welcome to Jazz Fire. My name's Samika, and today's segment is an inspiration edition entitled Trouble Don't Last Always. When I was growing up, I used to hear this saying periodically. And even recently, someone close to me said, Samika, it doesn't rain all the time. Eventually, the sun is going to come out. And I love that that person told me that because it helped me remember that, yeah, the sun is going to eventually shine. I may be having a difficult time, but it doesn't rain all the time. Eventually, the sun is going to come out. But it seems like, life can be full of troubles all of the time. When I was a kid, I used to play this game at the arcade called Whack a Mole. It was a game in which moles would pop up out of these holes in the game, and you would use the mallet to whack all the moles as fast as you could to raise your score so you could get more tickets. And that's what life can feels like. Something that's what life can feel like sometimes. A game of whack-a-mole where you're just whacking all these troubles and you're trying to handle them and you're trying to take care of things, and it can just seem so difficult. And sometimes we even go through seasons which are full of very difficult hardships, challenges, sometimes full of grief and loss and sadness, and it can be very difficult to manage. And it made me think of the scripture from John chapter 16, verses 33, which says, In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And this scripture is really, really helpful to me because it helps me to remember that I will have trouble in life. I will have difficulties. I will have to face them and I will have to endure them. But take heart, Samika. Jesus said, I have overcome the world. You know, Romans chapter 8, verses 28 says that, and we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose for them. And this is a really important scripture for me as well, because it shows me that God can use my difficulties and challenges for my good. Um, and I can use those experiences for my future as he kind of molds me and shapes me and calls me according to his purpose to help me and to sustain me. And so sometimes when I'm going through a difficult season, my tears water the harvest. All those, difficult days of, having to face hardships and challenges, my tears provide water for the harvest because those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy. They weep as they go to plant their seed, but they sing as they return with the harvest. And so, even in my challenges and even if I'm in my difficulties, my hardships and my tears produce that water that fertilizes the soil and moistens the soil and waters it to help prepare my harvest, helping to prepare my future, helping to prepare things so that I'm growing, I am developing, and so I bear fruit. I'm bearing things that, hey, it's going to come out to be okay. And I can shout and I can sing and I can always remember what they used to say when I was growing up. Trouble don't last always. I hope you enjoyed the segment. I'll see you next time. Bye.